My name is Alex, and today is going to be a different video. I'm going to talk about how I'm against prostitution, human trafficking, escorts, OnlyFans, strippers, and media. Well, today I will say that I don't like when the media portrays women in a negative way. I really don't. I hate it. I really hate how the media portrays women. It seems like the media thinks only women as an object, or in saying that they're good only revealing themselves or selling their body just for sex, which I don't agree with that. I really don't believe I don't believe that women should feel that way whatsoever. I really don't. And it seems like no one really speaks up about this type of topic. It's like no one talks about this topic. I know for sure no one really talks about it, but still, like I said, it's like I'm against it. It's like I'm against the media in general. It seems like they always want to promote these type of things, and at the same time they want to the future. It's like they want kids to do these type of things. It's like they love to promote negativity. It seems like they do that a lot, often, and it's like in music, movies, it's like in you like videos like TikTok and everything. Any platform, it seems like they always want to promote that, even with AI too. It seems like the world just wants women. The world just want men view women in a negative way. Might as well just put it as that. It seems like the world just want women seen as a sex symbol, and that's all. And most of the times is like no one really explains or talks about how a woman really feels, like who go through these things. Then no one ever really questions them. No one really asks them. The only thing they do is just talk about their figure, or calling them negative names, saying things about them, not getting to know them as a person, not getting to know why they go through these things, or why they put themselves in these situations. Seems like no one really talks about these things, and it's like I'd rather talk about it. It's like I don't like when people judge them or labeling them. I really don't. It's like I'd rather know them as a person than didn't judge them, because it's like, who am I to judge someone without knowing who they really are and why they do it? It's like I prefer to know why they do it and why they're doing it, why they put themselves in these situations. It's like I prefer to know that way. It's like I'm not someone who labels anyone anything. It's like people who do OnlyFans too. There's people who say things negative about them. It's like you don't know what they go through. You don't know their lifestyle. You don't know if they were victims when they were a kid. You don't know what's going through their mind. It might be manipulation, how the world sees and thinks and stuff. It's like they were like brainwashed. You don't know that. It's just people who are arrogant and they're quick to judge without asking. And they say, "Oh yeah, parents failed them." You're like, yes. And at the same time, it's like a parent's sometimes not always there for their children. You got to remember that too. Not every person is always gonna be there for their children, even if they want to. It's just like sometimes the kid doesn't even want to open up to their own parents. It's like they don't want to tell their parents anything. It's like they hide things. It's just like not every person is gonna be the same way. It's like there's adults, there's even mothers who do these type of things. It's like they don't want their kids to know, but yet they do it. Or sometimes they do have their kids know, and it's like you don't really think about your kids' future. It's like you just want people to know you as this type of person. Is like you don't, and you don't think about your own children, knowing that their mom does this type of things. It's like you know how it feels for a kid to know that he's being harassed or bullied in school, knowing that people know that person's mom doing these things, and people get to watch for like $1, $2, whatever the amount it is, on OnlyFans. Like I said, it's like you gotta worry about your kid's future and stuff. You gotta to. Even as a parent, you gotta really realize you're not putting yourself in a situation, but you're putting others. It's like you're putting your family's reputation on there for doing these things. You gotta remember too that sometimes your parents not even not accept it, or your kids might not even want you in life, and it's like they don't believe that you should do these things to yourself. And that's why there's people who go through like divorces, or now they get disowned by their own family, because why they do these things is that you gotta make a change. It's like you have to. And it's like, do you really want to be by yourself, knowing that knowing that you do these things to yourself, and now you got no one. Now it's like you have no one to take care of you if you're ever sick, or you need help in life with financially. Like you got no one. Why? Because you did these things to yourself. It's like, why put yourself in this situation? It's not worth it. There's people who care about you and love you and support you, but you don't have to do this always to yourself, thinking that you're always alone, because you're not alone. Because there's always going to be someone there, always there for you, looking out for you. Not everyone's always going to be against you. Not everyone's going to want to see your downfall. You may think that way, but not everyone in the world is going to be like that. And it's like people who become strippers too. They sometimes they go through some stuff too in life. And they feel like they might not have a mother who's there for them, or a father, or sometimes maybe they were abused, and they feel like they meant nothing in life, and they feel like that's the only thing they could do in life is like reveal their body and dance on a pole. And it's like I said, it's like I don't like the idea that women put themselves in these situations. It's like some women think it's easy, it's fun and games sometimes too, and it's not. You gotta remember yourself. You're putting yourself in risk, and you're putting yourself in danger as well. Because there is people who willing to rape, harass, murder. You never know. Not everyone, this whole world has never been a safe place. Never. Same thing with people who do prostitution, escorts. You gotta take care of yourselves, because you never know. There might be a maniac. There might be a person that who went to be a killer. You don't know, because you're just basically there doing what you're doing. That's it, and it's like you might end up getting killed. Why? Because there's people who are messed up in the brain, and sometimes it's like they love to kill, and no one knows what happens to you after that. It's like you never be hurt again. And it's like, why put yourself in these situations? It's like, why? It's like if you feel down or anything, or you feel like if no one's good for you, you gotta think again. That there's always gonna be someone who's gonna ask you questions. There's always gonna be someone who does care and appreciate your presence. There's people who are like that, who do care about that type of stuff. It's like they know what you go through, or have similarity whatsoever. I'm not saying that they're the right match for you. I'm not saying that. It's just that you just gotta open up to people who you could talk to. Not everyone's gonna be always after you, or always want your life more miserable. No. It's like I said, it's like this world is basically repeating a cycle, and I feel like social media is just getting worse. And it seems like the more advertising and stuff that we see about like adult stuff, is like the more it's gonna affect the future and the kids as well. It's gonna affect little girls and boys too. You're gonna affect their mindset, and they might think it's good that they're doing this stuff. In reality, it's not. It seems like social media just ruined people's lives. In my opinion, is like you should let your children at least be outside, or be out, not being on social media, because sometimes you never know. it might affect them, and they might want to do the same thing what other people are doing, and it's not worth it. You don't want your children to be in that position that they feel like they belong in that environment, because it's a toxic environment. Trust me, I know it is, because I know deep down it has affected other people. And like I said, because there's people who have been in addiction with drugs, become alcoholic. It could be anything, and it's like, why put yourself in that position? It's like social media always wants people, and always like it wants to brainwash people, and people allow it, and it's like you shouldn't allow yourself to be in that position. You should think of the consequences. You gotta think about your life. You gotta think of who you're becoming. You don't want to be someone who you don't want to be. Trust me. You don't want to be someone that feels like money is everything, because money is not always everything. You gotta remember, your happiness is more important than money too. You have to balance them. I'm not saying that money is not important, because money is important, but you gotta balance your happiness too. It's like, what makes you happy? It's like, if you focus on one thing, and then it's like you're not gonna feel the other way. You're not gonna feel like you're doing good in life. If you focus only on money, you're not gonna feel happiness. Or if you feel happiness, you're not gonna feel like you have anything. You're gonna feel like miserable. You feel like you're not doing nothing in life, and you feel like that your life is rock bottom, and you don't want that. Like I said, even people who do human trafficking and stuff like that, who gets kids, is like, I can't stand. I don't like the idea that kids get involved, or adults too. Is like they're basically forced. It's like, I don't like it. It bothers me. It really bothers me so much. It's like, how can you do this to a person? It's like, you doing this to like, these people do that to their own family, or not relatives, or their own people, or anyone. It doesn't really matter. It's like, how can you do this how can you be this type of person, doing affecting people's lifestyle, affecting their mindset? It's like you're brainwashing them, and they live in a toxic environment. They might be living in a horrible home. They might not even feel like they have no clothes, they have no food. It's like you're basically letting them starve. Because, like I said, there's people who I've heard that have starved themselves, or they didn't eat, they're not even allowed to go out. They're stuck. They're doomed. They can't run away. Or sometimes they feel like they basically have issues with financial, or they're in debt in life. And it's like, I don't respect it too. It's like, I don't respect that people do that to others who are victims. It's like, I can't stand it. It's not. It might not even be their fault that they're low on income or anything. Because, like I said, stuff happens, and it's not their fault. You never know. They might be sick. They might be behind rent or whatever. You never know. It's like, not everyone has a not everyone's gonna have a decent life. Not everyone's gonna be having a car. Not everyone's gonna have living a nice house or anything. Some people don't even have anyone. Sometimes they feel like there's people who feel like they're by themselves, and they're like, no one will help them. They feel like they're isolated, like the world's against them, which it is not, because the world's not against everyone. The world's not against you. You may feel that way. Why? Because you feel like people have hurted you in life, and it's not good that people feel this way. And there's people who have probably have, like I said, probably get divorced, and they feel like they're not good enough. They feel that way, and they sell their souls. In my eyes, it's like you're basically like selling your soul. Why would you do that? And it's like, yes, you may be hurt or anything in life. Yes, you might have a bad breakup or anything, but you don't need to do this to yourself. You really don't, because not every person gonna be like that. Not every person gonna have. Not everyone gonna treat you the same. Not everyone gonna be belittling you. Not everyone's gonna be toxic around you. No. There's people who will show kindness. There's people who show kindness, at least show honesty, who truly cares, and they probably show their emotion towards you. It's just that, you've been hurt a lot. You've been lied to a lot. You feel like you're not good enough, but deep down, you gotta tell yourself that you are good enough for someone at least. That there is someone out there for you. You might not even know it. You might it might take time, but still don't do this to yourself. Don't put yourself in this position because it's not worth it in life. And I know that we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. We do these things. We do some dumb choices in life, and in the end, we end up regretting, and we learn from it. In my opinion, stop doing this. Women need to stop doing this to themselves, like feeling like they're a burden or anything. They feel like they got nothing to achieve in life because, like I said, everyone has a skill. Everyone does. They might not know it, but deep down they might not even show it. But yes, you can make a change as a positive way. And you don't want a negative. You don't want a negative reputation. Like one day you're alive and next day you're dead. Do you really want to live a life that people remember you in a negative way, or you want a positive way, positive person? It's like you want to live your, like I said, do you really want to live a life that's good and where you are truly happy, or you want to live a life where you die and you have regrets and you never made a change? Because not, like I said, you never know when your time is up in life. You never know, and it's like we gotta make a change for ourselves. Everyone needs to make a change, and women who do these things, they gotta make a change for themselves too. It's like, how are we gonna make a change if you continue this lifestyle? And it's like I said, you're hurting yourself, and also not only yourself, you might have others around you, because they might keep deep down care for you. Like they could be a family member, friends, doesn't matter. Someone who does care about you, it might affect them as well. Because why? Because you're feeling this way and you never feel happy. It's like you should never put yourself in that position, making people worried about you. I would say that for sure. If you ever need if you need help or want to make a change and stuff, at least go to the right person. At least go to the person that you can count on, and that who is honest, not a person who says, "Oh yeah, okay." You don't want to be around that people. You gotta be around a person who explains it to you, be honest with you, even though sometimes the truth hurts. But honesty is more important than being lied to. I would say that for sure. That's the number one thing. Honesty is important. At the same time, you gotta remember you're human too. You're not some object that can be walked all over. You're not. You don't want to be treated that way. Trust me, you don't want to be treated that way. Or not, hate yourself more than you might want to end up feeling like you're gonna end up your own life, and that you want that. And you don't want to have an early funeral. You don't want people who cry for you because you make these choices. Like I said, you got to make a change for yourself, because deep down, like I said, there's more stuff in life that's important than selling your body, or almost like selling your soul just for money. It's not worth it. You gotta remember, you gotta balance your happiness, and you gotta balance at the same time with money too. You gotta balance both that you need in life. If not, then you're basically doomed. And I doubt you want to be dooming yourself in life. Like I said, I don't exaggerate. I don't do clickbaits. I don't do anything, because I'd rather be honest with you than lie to you in your face, because I don't believe in lying in your face, because I wouldn't want people lying to my face at all, or holding me down, making me feeling miserable. I wouldn't want that in life for myself. That's why I made this video, even though I don't know how many retakes I've done this video, but I know it took me a while, but yes. But that is my message, that people, Us, the people, need to make a change. Same thing. The media needs to change. Women need to change their mindset. Money is not the only escape, or a false reality is not an escape from reality too. You gotta remember, there's always gonna be consequences in life, and there's decisions you gotta make, and there's sacrifices as well you gotta do. Like I said, not everyone lives a perfect life. Not everyone is gonna feel the same way as for you, but there is people, like I said, who do care about you as a person, and they will care about your personality, the person who you are, not a person that you just be with and that's it, and never hurt again. Like I said, do you really want that life that people put you like that, or not slapping your? Do you really like going to like strippers too? You like, do you really want a guy who just slap your butt and throw money for your body, or do you want someone who actually goes on a date with you, be with you, cares for you, shows respect for you, who really want to be with you, spend their whole life with you, or you just want to do be in that life, living a lie, tell yourself you're not worthy. Like I said, I'm not belittling you or anything, but I know some of you women think that way for yourselves. It's like, I understand is that you have a hard life. Not everyone has an easy life. It's like either like you get raped or abused, or you don't have any like a family figure, or you like stuff happens in life. Like I said, that made you this person. Is like you gotta change yourself now. Make a big change. Change is good. Yes, it might not be quick, but at least try to. It may take time, but at least try. Try to make yourself be more happy. Make yourself more happy. In my opinion. Don't always be like depressed or anything, because it's not worth it. It really isn't. I may talk like this because I'm honest with myself, and it's like I prefer to say these things how I really feel than just lie about anything. Because most of the stuff I prefer to talk about, I'd rather be honest, and I would give my point of view, my opinion about anything of life. If you hate that I talk about life a lot, well, it's not my problem, because, like I said, I'm obsessed with life. And I rather take life meaningful, not. I prefer to live in a world that's full of reality and consequences than live in a false lie. Like I said, I don't want to be like everyone else. I really don't. And like I said, I do have music that I have written since 2016. It's like I have so many things I want to do. It's just that I don't know when I will do it. Like I said, I don't know, but I know I will eventually will make the music. I will upload those music that I've written, and now, like I said, the stuff I've written, either I have talked about myself, or it might be people that I've known, but I just don't use their names. But I will talk about the situations they have been. And that's about it. I will say, see ya.